Good morning, Farmalee. Welcome back. Here we are once again, doing chores, feeding animals, moving animals, doing all the things that we need to do. Ryan actually has the girls right now up at the house. They're just playing in the yard. We got a little bit of a late start, and so I'm just whipping out the first part of chores first, and then we'll probably get the girls a snack, take Ella to school, and finish up what we need to do. I need to move the sheep today. We're actually going to put the sheep in front of the schooners and have them start to kind of like mow in front of the schooners. We're still probably going to need to mow some of the tall weeds, but at least we can feed them with some of it and then, have to mow the rest. So we're going to move them today, and I'm not sure what else we will. Sorry about that. What else we'll get done? Ella has a softball game this evening. We got to be there, I think, at 5:30, which means we need to leave here at 5. So it kind of cuts into our day, and of course, then she has got school. I moved the cows yesterday, so I just need to go out and check them and make sure that they're fine. I always like to check them just one time, or basically the next day, because then the day after that we end up moving them again. So I always like to check them the next day and just make sure that everybody's fine, that the waters are all working and all that stuff. So I'm going to pop out there and check them. But first we're going to get chores done, and then, we're going to get to work as usual. Come along. Guess what I did last night? So when I came out here to do chores, actually Ryan did chores, and I just closed up the chickens, and I just checked on the brooders just to make sure everybody was fine. But it was so cold out here, I closed up the doors. That's the first in a while. But it was chilly. I don't know what the low was last night, but I know that we were supposed to get lows down into the 40s, which I'm pretty sure that we did. So it was chilly. I woke up pretty cold. Ryan sleeps with the window open, and it was cold. I had to add another blanket and some socks. But it was chilly. So I think it's safe to say at this point that Annabelle is not bred. She's not in milk. She's not bred. She's not gentle. She's 0 for 3 on all the things that we were told about her. So our fault, I guess. That's what we get for not verifying and for taking someone's word for it. But what do you do, right? We learn our lesson, and any cow that we purchase in the future, we will have verified all of that information before we make the purchase. But oh well, life goes on, right? It's amazing how quick I can get through chores when I don't have two little tag-alongs. I love having them with us, but man, they do take up, they're a time suck. They're like social media. Toddlers are like social media. They take time. Oh, real quick, look at, Elle and I planted some gladiolas. I just got them at Lowe's. They were like a bucket for $5, and they actually came up fairly well, and 2 of them bloomed. I was pretty excited about that. Y'all, I'm more than a little bit frustrated. We just got a call from the guy that was supposed to hay for us, who we've actually been waiting on for the last, like, probably 2-3 weeks. I've been wanting him to come out, and he's been kind of like, oh, I'm trying, I'm getting around. And he just texted me and said that he is not going to be able to hay for us. So yeah, it's time to hay. Everything is starting to kind of like head out, you know, like with seed, and you really want to get it done before that. So yeah, now I get to scramble around and try and find somebody that can hay. It's getting late in the season. A lot of people are probably done and putting their equipment away. I don't know, but we don't have $35,000 to spend on hay equipment for us, and nor do I necessarily want to or have the time. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we'll hopefully try and get somebody and get some hay put up for the winter. I don't think we're gonna get any guinea chicks. I just felt all those eggs because she was off the nest once again, and they're all cold. So clearly she's not laying on them. Even if she was laying on them in the beginning properly, she's not laying on them now. So oh well, we'll figure it out. And I've got some in the incubator. I think there's 9 in there in the incubator that should be hatching actually any day. So hopefully we'll have guinea chicks from that, besides the one that I hatched out. So funny enough, I came in the house literally after recording that video about the guineas outside not sitting on their eggs, and Ella told me that we had a guinea in the incubator. So one has hatched. There he is. He's so cute. He's little, as always. He looks like a pearl. So tomorrow is their hatch day. So he's a little early, no big deal, that happens. So hopefully we'll get some more over the next couple of days. I don't see any that have pipped so far. That means like poked a little hole or anything. But it's hard to tell. This incubator's a little, like, it's just small, so I don't want to have to, you know, get in there. But we've got one, so that's cool. The girls were very excited. So I've got him set up in the bathroom, just in a little tub. You can see, with the heat lamp, water, food, all the things he needs. So hopefully we'll get some more over the next couple days. So I just popped out here real quick to check on the cows. Their water is fine and they are good. They're hanging out in the shade. Oops, sorry about that. They're hanging out in the shade right now, but they are working through this paddock real nice. Definitely move them tomorrow, but they look good. So let's get through the rest of the work. Okay, well, I've got the posts run on 2 sides. One side is going to be the perimeter, one of our perimeter fence. Well, it's not really a perimeter, whatever. Perimeter of this pasture fence. And I need to run the posts down this side and then run the wire. So hopefully that wind's not too bad. I actually tried to run these girls in, we just have the ewes left. But I tried to run them in single strand of wire because I was telling Ryan, like, it's just such a pain in the ass to run that second strand, and I don't, like, it's awful. So I tried to run them in single strand. It lasted about 5 days. So then they realized that they could get out. So they're actually wandering the farm right now. They were out this morning. Well, they were out last night, and then they all went back in for the night. And then this morning they were all out. So they're not going anywhere. They can't go anywhere, and they really don't want to go anywhere. So I'll go get them in a minute. They're up that way. So I'm gonna finish up this wire and then go grab them, and then we'll have them out here, and we're gonna move the their shade structure out here. So what we're gonna do is, let's see, I'm gonna turn. The chicken tractors are down on the other side of this hill right here. So basically we keep them in one spot for about a week. So I have started them about a week ahead of where the schooners are. So they'll stay here for a week, and then I'll move them to the next section, and then move the schooners through, et cetera, and we'll just kind of move forward all the way through this pasture ends right up there, right about where that tree is. It ends up there. So we'll just kind of keep going through, and you can see there's a lot of stuff for them to eat right here. So we might as well put them somewhere that we're not going to hay, but there's still a whole bunch of, you know, stuff for them to eat. So let's get this run and get these girls back where they belong. All right, well, the fence is up, so let's go see if we can find these sheep. Look at my dog. He's going after the vultures. They don't like birds. They don't like flying birds. Yeah. If I free-ranged my chickens, they would probably be very safe, because these two absolutely go after flying predators. Vultures, hawks, anything. They hit on them every time. Pretty impressive. So I've got the shelter hooked to the quad. I'm gonna see if this works. Usually we pull it with the truck, but Ryan isn't here and I don't feel like going and getting the truck, and so I'm gonna see if this works. Fingers crossed. Here we go. So far, so good. Actually can't believe that worked. I'm stoked. I'm glad that the quad was able to pull it all this way. So let's go get those sheep and then we'll be done. They're actually in their last paddock under the tree. But I bet you when I shake this can of some organic grain that I have, they're gonna come running. Uh-oh. Are you limping? We'll have to look into that. All right, let's see if they'll follow me on the quad. I'm not sure. they're all going without me. Now I just have to herd them in. Come on. So there's my motley herd of sheep. We'll deal with it. We'll breed up, improve our herd as we go along. It's just how you do it. I didn't start off with the best, that's for sure, but that's okay. I think probably 4 of these are probably bred. I think they are. I had hoped that they would be lambing by now, but what do you do? All right, let's get this fence finished so they don't leave, and then we'll be done. Sheep are moved. They'll stay in this spot, like I said, for about a week, and then we'll move them to the next area. So I think this is going to work out real well for everybody. And yeah, we're done. Let's head in and get Ella ready for softball. Hey, look at me. Look at me.
I can't because they only have the discs.
Jess got home from Ella's softball. Of course, it's late, so we just picked up dinner. Ryan's grabbing it, and I am out putting everybody away real quick. But I thought I would just give you a quick update on the hay situation. So our neighbor came over and talked to Ryan about our fields, and he actually thought it would be a good idea if we didn't cut them at all. He thinks that we should wait and leave everything to grow until the spring, and then he thought we would have a really nice stand to be able to hay in the spring. He said with the amount of animals that we have, which we already knew this, but with the amount of animals that we have, we don't need a ton of hay, which correct, we don't need a ton, and he has a bunch that we can, you know, buy or have from him. So he suggested not to cut it this late. He said we could go through and cut down any of like the weeds that we don't want, just using our, you know, mower and stuff. But yeah, so I guess that'll work. That's the plan anyways. We're gonna go with him. I mean, he hays for a living, so I hope he knows what he's talking about. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So thanks for hanging out with us today. We got some work done. We're glad of it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.